Stats for me wasn't really the big thing. All I cared about was being the best teammate I could possibly be, being, the best quarterback I could possibly be, whatever's asked of me. And the only stat I cared about was W's, and we did pretty good in that category.
Biggest thing is confidence, especially at this position, at the next level. You got to be confident in all your decisions. You're not going to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes, but I feel like they want to see how are you going to respond to those mistakes. Are you going to continue to keep making the same mistakes, or are you going to learn from it and continue to grow? And I feel like everything I've been through, I've always been able to grow and learn from everything that all the mistakes that I did have, So I'm super excited for it all, though.
I know it's going to be a really fun challenge. I know it's going to be different, but just like any other level that you get to, once you figure it out, you can kind of get familiar with it and find your strengths within it. But I definitely think one of the challenges will be not over processing, not thinking too fast, and just playing what you see, get the ball where it's supposed to go to, like I've been able to do each year in my career, and just do it at a high level and go out there and compete, and at the end of the day, find ways to win the game.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for me to be able to show knowledge of the game, to be able to go and say, hey, I played in 2 systems, and be able to say, hey, I went into 2 locker rooms, was a captain in both. And it's big, sitting down in interviews, being able to talk ball with coaches, show your knowledge is incredible.
I've always been very confident in myself, very confident in my game, who I am as a person. I feel like through these years, it's just natural growth, going through new environments. I feel like I naturally grew as a person, and I'm here today.
Just take everything one day at a time. I say that was the biggest thing early on in my career. I feel like I was more worried about the future. I wasn't living in the present, live where your feet are at. I was worried what was going to happen next. I think that was the biggest problem I had. So once I started learning how to take it day by day, my life was stress-free. I was just worried about waking up in the morning, having a smile on my face if I can breathe, and God blesses me. I'm good. So I learned that, and that's probably the biggest thing.
Understanding what guys want to see from their quarterback, and really how to present yourself on a daily basis. You have to kind of show up and win over the locker room in a short amount of time. I had 1 year, same at Pittsburgh. I was hoping to be a team captain in year 1, and to do that, especially when you're in a competition or trying to merge, you have to kind of separate yourself and earn those guys' respect pretty soon before spring ball.
When it comes to a developmental and an NFL standpoint, I think the system we were in is as good as it gets. But when it comes to, like Coach is kind of referring to, if you want your guys to not think much and play fast, simplicity is the best way to go.
My journey has just taught me patience and mental fortitude, and then taking advantage of when you get your opportunity. And I think essentially that's football as a whole, but especially the National Football League is patience, mental fortitude, and then taking advantage of an opportunity when you're given one. So I've been taught a lot in my career, and a lot of that has been patience, even when I don't want to be taught patience, but I feel like that was one of the big lessons I learned there.
Since I was a kid, giving up, that was never in my blood. My family, my parents, they never let me give up, quit anything in my life, So it was always, if you start something, you're going to finish it. So I knew that I was never going to give up, but I just continue to trust in my faith, trusting the people around me, and continue to take it day by day, and just enjoying each and every moment.
No matter where you are in life, no matter what, position you're in, as long as you're in the present moment, you're going to perform at the most optimal state as you can. And, that's something that, creates discipline, creates a foundation of just being able to be responsive to things instead of react to things, and be able to dictate your day more. So it's just another tool that's going to help me handle the process, like you said, and the pressure.
I think experience is what you can only get by playing. You can only get experience from doing it, and that's very valuable. It's one of the most valuable traits I think you can have, not only because it puts you in a position to see it, but it's repetition. Repetition is the mother of all skills. So the more you can do something, the better you'll become at it.
I think at the end of the day, I want to go out there and have fun. I think it's an unbelievable opportunity for me to go. To say that I got to go at the combine and to say that I'm here is just incredible.
You go through ups and downs. I'm not the first person to transfer or do this and that. So, like I said, I've always been confident in my faith, my family, my circle. So never lost my confidence, and knew if I keep working, one day I'd be here.
I'm willing to compete. At the highest levels, I'm always willing to compete. This is a game that, I love since a kid, and anytime I got an opportunity to compete, I'm gonna take that opportunity.
It's a great opportunity as a quarterback to kind of learn more and immerse yourself and get some game reps. And I think, that's kind of why I came back. I was kind of chasing some more production and some, an opportunity to kind of have another year in an offense where, I got to have another year under my belt. I knew I'd have the NFL opportunities ahead of me. And so to me, just to get more games under your belt, that's the best way to get experience.
And it's just provided me with this platform, provided me with this opportunity to go to the next level and play wherever I need to, do whatever I need to do to help the team win. I've been able to do that on a lot of different levels with a lot of different teams, and I've learned a lot during the process.
I think having 2 offenses under my system, getting under center, getting in and out of the huddle, playing with guys like Joe Aldrich Estime, it just kind of set the tone. And different things, working on cadence, right? A lot of schools, you don't do cadences. And so working an NFL cadence and everything in between.
Can make any throw on the field very accurate. Can extend and create with my legs. Fast processor, quick learner. Played in 3 different offenses and 2 different conferences, so very experienced.
I don't feel like I compare to anybody. I feel like I have my own style of game. I have, my own characteristics and all that. So I really don't compare myself to anybody.
I can run, I can move. I just want to go out there and prove that I got that ability. I've worked hard in the offseason to kind of hone in on, my 40s, 5'10", 5, jump, vertical, everything. And then on the field, just showing smooth, quick, being accurate, getting the ball out on time, and making some completions and showing some velocity behind it. And I think at the end of the day, I want to go out there and have fun. I think it's an unbelievable opportunity for me to go. To say that I got to go at the combine and to say that I'm here is just incredible.
I feel like it's my preparation. A lot of people ask why don't I run, but I feel like the way I process the defenses and process the game. I feel like I do it so quick to the point where I really don't have to run. I know where my outlets are. I know where to get the ball to, and I'm confident in all of my decisions. So I feel like everything that I do on the football field, it translates to success.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to show a lot more this year, and I felt like I did a better job with it. Needed to use my legs a little more, get some first downs, get some explosive runs to help the team, and I feel like I took strides in those areas.
I feel like my entire career has kind of just been being overlooked and then having to prove myself along the way, and not in a ignorant way, or a arrogant way rather, but like just in a way of I believe in myself and I believe what I can do, and I definitely see some of that definitely in my career.
This was definitely, I didn't know when or where, but it was going to be, a stepping stone in my journey to ultimately everything that I've been working for since, 7 years old.
I'll do anything for this football team. Obviously, running around, you don't know if you're going to get popped at any point. So when you play for the guys next to you and you just want to give everything you have is special. So, I'm not really thinking about much, just trying to get in the end zone.
Knowing all the things that I've been through to get to this point, now I'm super excited, super blessed for it all. So I'm soaking it all in and I'm enjoying every moment.
A leap of faith of transferring, learning a new system, getting around a whole bunch of different guys and overcoming a pretty severe injury. I'm blessed to be here. I really am. And I know my best football is still in front of me. But ultimately, to develop as a quarterback, I'm very thankful for my time at Kentucky.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for me to be able to show knowledge of the game, to be able to go and say, hey, I played in 2 systems, and be able to say, hey, I went into 2 locker rooms, was a captain in both. And it's big, sitting down in interviews, being able to talk ball with coaches, show your knowledge is incredible.